law is upheld by only government officials, then all laws at an end. Certainly we can all agree with that, and that's a quote maybe some have heard, but definitely not a quote that we see coming by exactly that, a government official. Which is why I'd like to introduce to you Herbert Hoover, undoubtedly a public speaker when you have a picture taken, and there's microphones in front of you. Herbert Hoover's reputation as a president was tarnished, but through public speaking, and through public speaking only, his reputation as a man and as a humanitarian remained intact. Today we would like to show you who President Hoover was, the significance of his speeches, his speaking style, and how he showed great communication concepts, and how we were impacted by Hoover, the man, the president, the speaker.
President Hoover said that let the young people self-inherit the national debt. Sadly, that's the way the most people remember the President Hoover. President Hoover is well known for supposedly causing the Great Depression. Herbert Hoover was born in August 10, 1874. He was the 31st president of the United States, and his term of presidents were from 1929 to 1933. He is well-known mining engineer and humanitarian administrator. In the elections of 1928, Hoover easily won the Republican nomination. Hoover deeply believed in the efficiency movement, arguing that there were technical solutions to all the social and economic problems. And that position was challenged by the Depression in 1929, which began in his first year of the presidency. He tried to combat the Depression by the volunteer efforts and the government action, none of which produced the economic recovery during his term. So he was defeated in the 1932 election. However, President Hoover is a good speaker, and he has many speeches during his presidency. For example, the meaning of America, the men are equal before fists. So after discussion with my teammate, we decided to choose one of his speech, the meaning of America. And why we choose this? Because the politicians sought to define the greatness of America, and very few of them successful in capturing the essence of American spirit. And Hoover this in his speech, the meaning of America, at West Branch, Iowa, on August 10, 1948. It has stood a test of time and recognized one of his best speeches, and deserves recognition for its insights and separation for the qualities which make American special. So that's why we choose this speech. So now my teammate will continue to talk about the significance of this speech.
Well, aside from Hoover's bad reputation during the Great Depression, we should also consider that he had a really talent for speeches, and each of his speeches had a deep meaning. Just like in his speech of the meaning of America, one of the great significance is that he was able to prize and acknowledge the people, since he considered that the American people were a fundamental part of America. So to him, America was more than a continent bound by two oceans, more than military power, more than glory in war. So overall, more than America's accomplishments. So America, according with Hoover, it was the contribution made by the American people for its country and to enhance the meaning of liberty. One of the phrases in his speech in the meaning of America were that there is no place in the whole earth except here in America where all the sons of man have a chance to live. These were words that communicate to the people a sense of proudness, proud to be proud to be free in this country, and that we tend to look for a better chance of living. Also, another phrases that come with great meaning were that within the soul of America there is freedom of mind and spirit in men. Here alone are the open windows through which pours the sunlight of the human spirit. Here alone, humanity, dignity, it's not a dream, but an accomplishment. Perhaps it's not perfect, but it's more full in the realization here than any other place in the world. And now we will talk about we'll talk about the communication concepts of Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover really had all the responsibilities of being a public speaker. Not only did he have to do informative speeches, persuasive speeches, and also be a motivational speaker, he had to incorporate all those into one single speech, which we can see within the meaning of America. For example, being president, running for president, you have to inform your people about what your capabilities are. Once you've informed them, you have to persuade them that you're able to do them. And then you have to motivate them to also take action. Because America is really not as strong as its government, but it's as strong as the people. Really where Herbert Hoover exemplified, I think, communication concepts is he really wanted to create a sense of belonging. Unlike a lot of government officials, he really wanted to be one with the people. He did not want to separate government from the state. This can be seen in ethos specifically, which is ethics and credibility. And it's really interesting to see his decline in ethos as his career went. For example, you first have initial ethos, which is your appearance credibility, which Hoover exemplified. And he really succeeded in that area. And as he came into office, boom, his first year of office, the Great Depression starts. And all of a sudden his credibility is instantly declining rapidly. And then in the end, his terminal credibility, regardless of being president during the Great Depression, he was able to overcome through humanitarian works and through public speaking to not tarnish his image. He also appealed to pathos, and a great example of this is a quote from him during his speech: "My country owes me nothing. It gave me, as it gives every boy and girl, a chance. It may give us all schooling, independence of action, opportunity for service, and home. This is the only country where everyone can make it, regardless of inheritance and influence." And that really just shows an example of personal belonging and being one with the people. A sense of belonging he believed in so well that he tried to create it through pathos, that he was also the one to establish the national anthem so it could be sung during all international sporting events and national events. He passed a lot for that to happen. And